concrete fact, his knowledge about the house, and Mr. Zachary.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Marz Perspect. Things got just a little bit interesting, you know what I'm saying? Y'all catch up. Your boy Woody is coming back on the stand. Hey, he got some things he might want to say that's different from the last time. So y'all might want to check in on the case, make sure everything is good. There might be a little difference in the case. Leave your comments at the bottom, you know what I'm saying? Tell me what you think. YSLWoody is coming back into the trial. The judge is on her game. Miss Love has to switch up her game. Mr. Steele and their team is back where they need to be at. So y'all stay tuned. I will be posting more videos going on. Y'all leave me your comments and thoughts at the bottom. Thank you.
The end of 39.
Okay.
It's two different incidents. It's a discussion about people saying on the street. Again, I'm just trying to clean up this transcript. It's just going to be confusing to people. I don't care if all sorts of bad things come up in against about Tay one way or another.
Right.
But I'm just trying to limit confusion that the jurors would have. And they're talking about people on the street saying that Tay shot up Rich Homie Kwan's dad's barber shop. Rich Homie Kwan's father is a barber and runs a barber shop.
All right. She may agree.
I have no objection to 8 through with the clarification that he made, because I thought it was the whole page.
Okay.
So I have no objection to 8 through 24.
Okay. So
page 38.
All right.
And then on 39, to 39:19. 1-19.
39:1.
39:9 through 19, or
1
just
through
all
19.
one? Okay.
I have no objection to 1 through 13, where he stops at.
Okay, so 13 is the end of the Rich Homie Kwan barbershop.
Yes.
And then they start talking about Tay shot Kel.
Said he did it. Say, well, I don't even need to tell you who they shot.
All right, well, I would reject that argument.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, good morning, Mr. Copeland. I'm Judge Whitaker. I think you've been before me before in unrelated matters. But I'm the judge taking over this case now. So go ahead and have a seat. What I want to ask you right now, I know that you have been given immunity with regard to your testimony. And there had been, at some point, you didn't want to testify. At some point, you did want to testify. The first question I have for you.
I never wanted to testify.
Okay. The first, well, right. Want to is maybe the wrong term. But my question for you right now is, do you have an attorney at all?
I don't know.
You don't know whether you have an attorney? I would think that would be a no then, if you don't know whether.
I was talking to Melanie, but.
Melnick?
Yes.
Okay. Didn't he ask to be relieved as your attorney, and did you sign something saying that's okay, you can get out of this?
I don't.
You don't remember? Okay. Does anybody know whether that actually occurred?
I don't believe it occurred. I believe that Miss Bumpus.
I know she was stand-in.
She was stand-in, and I believe something was said on the record to the effect that Miss Bumpus was relieved. But
yeah, I know she was.
There was nothing about Mr. Melnick to my knowledge.
Okay, maybe
There was. Miss Bumpus actually said yesterday, I believe, during her testimony, that Mr. Melnick had directed her to tell Mr. Copeland that he could either exercise his,
choose not to testify.
Right. or if he chose to testify, according to Ms. Bumpus.
Yeah, I remember she said, there's this paper I'm supposed to get him to sign. I'm trying to figure out whether it got signed.
So I never got Mr. Melnick off my case,
Okay, so he's still your attorney then?
I guess.
Okay, all right. Well, then that's the answer we've got for that. All right, so I'm going to try to get a hold of Mr. Melnick and see if he can be here with us this afternoon, because some of what I suspect you recall when you were brought into Judge Glanville's chambers with Ms. Bumpus and a couple of the people from the state, and there was a discussion that Ms. Bumpus and Ms. Hilton and Judge Glanville had with you. You asked some questions. They gave you some information. Some of that information was not actually factually correct. And I want to make sure that you have the opportunity understanding what it is that the immunity order means, understanding what the potential consequences are if you do testify or if you don't. We're basically going to kind of start over and
So
do
if I
that
don't
over.
testify, so if I don't testify, how long you gonna hold me in jail?
So, I mean, that's still an issue that you can be held in jail through the end of this trial. But I'd rather have Mr. Melnick here to advise you about the potential drawbacks of and benefits of what, if there are any,
This
of any
trial
of
right
your.
here? To the end of this trial,
Yes.
not the other people.
Not as far as I believe, but the state, what, did you want to do some further research on that?
Yes, just to advise the court
Okay.
of
Okay, so
came from.
I just wanted to know, first off, do you have an attorney? Because if you do have an attorney, then your attorney may have some information, advice, and research for me about that. So I want to make sure that I tell you the correct thing about that, okay? So we're going to take a lunch break in a little while, and why don't we plan to have you back here on standby at least. I don't know who was in communication, but we need to reach out to Mr. Melnick, see what his availability is. So just be on standby in case I need you here like at 2 or 3 this afternoon.
2 or 3?
Yeah, because we're about to take a lunch break before too much longer. So you're okay to leave for the next couple of hours, but stay where whomever reached out from the state can reach you to let you know whether you need to be back here this afternoon or potentially tomorrow instead, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you. So, I don't know who.
And then they talk about how Kel allegedly shot up Trevia's house. Again, something that I don't believe that the police believe is true. That was Mr. Zachary.
We don't.
Saying his understanding was that Kel shot up his girlfriend Trevia's house.
All right. Hang on. Ms.
So-
Liv.
In as much as Mr. Sharp said that the police don't rather believe that Mr. Zachary's line about Kelvin Watts shooting up Entrevia's house, that part is correct because Entrevia Smith relayed to police when she gave them that video that Kelvin Watts was in the house with her. Mm-hmm. So in as much as Quindarius Zachary is attempting to push responsibility from what we believe is one member of his group to a member of the opposition group, I would think that would be relevant. It wouldn't be the first thing that I would ask him. It's something that I don't think is inadmissible, but it's also something that at this time, we're going to talk to him. We've noticed the defense about our intent to talk about when Entrevia Smith's house got shot up. Mm-hmm. It's just not every line of this portion that Mr. Sharp has labeled number 9. We may not get into every single line there, but the topic itself is what we did notice them that we're going to introduce evidence of.
If they bring up shooting of Trevia's house, that's one thing, and that's, it may or may not